When I first started this project, I wondered why the drawings that I was finding of scale trees looked like this. Specifically, they have the same vibes as those medieval unicorn tapestries, weirdly flat looking perspectives, roots all turned thusly so as to show the forking tips. I also kind of figured that those forks were very much like the splayed unicorn toes and overwhelmingly floral background. That is something that was culturally relevant at the time, but not necessarily literally true. No, the messed up symmetry of scale trees is in fact quite literal. Most trees don't have well defined fronts and backs the way that we bilaterally symmetrical people do. They grow out trunks with radially spreading limbs and don't care too much about the exact number of those roots. Not so with the scale trees. Those roots, bilaterally symmetrical. It's just forks on forks on forks. It does seem like there is some argument in the literature as to whether this is truly dichotomous, where both of the subsequent roots or branches are equally loved, or whether they are pseudo-monopodial, where one branch is the main one and then there's the step sibling. But lepidodendron itself is only one of many scale trees, and the symmetry gets weirder and more obvious in the other species. Like, for example, Synchysidendron, which I'm pretty sure loosely translates to at the same time tree. Might also translate to really difficult to say tree. Synchysidendron should have been, in my opinion, called Octopodendron. It's covered with what looks like little suction marks. They form two rows on the sides of the trees, or I guess they could be the back and the front of the tree. I don't know, you can decide. Regardless of where you are personally placing them, they are scars where branches once were. Yeah, branches, because Synchysidendron had lateral cone-bearing branches throughout its entire lifespan. Eventually, these would die and leave these fun little pockmarks, but that means that unlike Lepidodendron, it had babies multiple times over its lifespan. It's not clear if they would have had more than one set of lateral branches active at a time. We don't actually have any examples of the tree trunks that are fossilized with their branches, unfortunately, so it's hard to tell for sure. I chose to do one big set and one set of baby hair-esque branches coming off the top. Weirdly, the branches themselves do not display the same lateral symmetry as the trunk does. They can have off-center branches, which feels really inconsistent. I know that technically, if I looked at my own organs, I'd find many to most of them also not symmetrical, but I feel like it's hypocritical for scale trees to be symmetrical in their trunks and roots, and then just give up everywhere else. Feels like it's abandoning its whole deal, you know? But I guess that's why it's not called supersymmetodendron or something, right? I don't know why I made the words harder to say when I was making up my own Latin words here.